Hi, and welcome to Friday How to Play with Salomé. I'm Salomé Martinez. Have you ever wanted to play matchmaker for a boat full of animals like lions, giraffes, and monkeys? Or see if a mouse could truly terrify an elephant? Well, now you can. In All Aboard! This wild and whimsical game for 2 to 5 players is designed by Paco Ñañez and published by Devere Games. It's all about placing animals onto boats without tipping the weight too far and trying to make sure your animals are the ones that set sail. You'll play in secret, try to spark animal romances, avoid fights, trigger clever abilities. It's quick to play, strategic, hilarious, and yes, sometimes a little bit savage. Do you think you can outwit your opponent and keep your animal crew afloat long enough to score the most points? Well, there's only one way to find out. Come have a seat with me at the table and I'll teach you how to play All Aboard. Before your animals can fight, flirt, or float in this cute, adorable little game, we first have to set it up. Start by shuffling the boat cards and placing one boat face up for each player in the center of the table. Each boat shows the total weight limit of animals it can carry. Next, give each player a deck of 12 animal cards in a chosen color. You'll shuffle your own deck and you'll draw 3 cards into your hand. The rest will stay as your personal draw pile. Place the Cupid cards nearby. Each one is worth 2 points and you'll earn them when love blossoms on board. First turn goes to the last person who spotted a monkey. Seriously, monkey sightings equal power in this game. Or you can choose randomly. It's your game. The object of the game is to score points by placing animals on boats that successfully set sail and by creating animal couples to earn Cupid cards, which will give you more points. It pays to be in love. But be careful. If a boat gets too heavy or too crowded with the same species, it sinks and no one scores. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. The game is played over 4 rounds, and each round has 2 phases: boarding boats, sail away. Each round, all players will play 3 animal cards, and then watch to see which boat sails and which one sinks. Before we dive deeper into each phase, let's look at the animal cards themselves. Each animal card has a weight. That's this number in the top left corner. This is how heavy the animal is, and it matters for sinking, order of action, and some abilities. You'll also see the point value. This is how many points the animal earns if it sails successfully. The animal type, or species, this comes into play when matchmaking for love or for fighting. And some animals, not all, have special abilities, which you'll find here. These abilities trigger in phase 2, and we'll go over them in greater detail in a bit. In phase 1, boarding the boats, players take turns, one at a time, starting with the first player and going in clockwise order. Each player takes 3 turns placing 1 animal card per turn onto a boat. Each boat can hold a maximum of 3 animal cards total, whether face up or face down. On your first turn, you'll place 1 animal card face up on any boat with space. Then you'll draw from your personal pile to refill your hand back to 3. Then it's the next player's turn. Turn 2 is all about drama. Pick a boat, place 1 animal card face down, and keep your poker face strong. Then draw a new card like you're totally innocent. Turn 3 is where the jungle gossip hits the fan. Choose and play the 3rd animal card face up. Maybe it's love, maybe it's sabotage. Then, you guessed it, you'll draw a new card. In the final round, you don't draw new cards. You just play out the last 3 cards that are in your hand. Once all animal cards are placed, we move on to phase 2, sail away. You'll reveal all the face down cards and resolve each boat one by one from left to right, using 3 steps. Step 1, check for love. Step 2, resolve animal actions. And step 3, check the weight. In step 1, you'll check for love. If exactly 2 animals of the same species are on a boat, they fall in love. Each player who played one of those lovebirds earns a Cupid card that is worth 2 points. If 3 animals of the same species are aboard, they fight and cause the boat to sink faster than my self-control at a Mexican bakery. Man, I do love me some churros. Then you discard all the animal cards on that boat. After checking for love, you'll move on to step 2, resolve animal actions. Now, you will activate any special abilities on animal cards, starting with the lightest animal and moving up by weight. Animals in love do not activate their abilities and can't be affected by other animals because love makes you oblivious and apparently immune to drama. Let's go over what each special animal does. If a mouse is played and there's an elephant on board, the mouse scares the elephant, which causes the boat to rock. You'll remove the boat card that they are currently on and replace it with a new boat from the deck. Because the peacock can fly a little, when it's played, it will reduce the boat's weight by 2, unless it is in love. Then each peacock adds 1 weight to the boat instead. The fox is quick and sly. If the boat sinks, the fox will jump to the next boat on the right, even if that boat already has 3 animals on it. I told you, the fox is sly. If the fox is on the last boat and it sinks, the card is discarded. Octopus on a boat? Makes no sense, right? That's why the octopus only scores if the boat sinks, because the octopus would rather be in water. If it sails, no points. If 2 are in love and the boat sinks, you do not get to score them, but Cupid cards are still awarded to each player who played them. If there's 3 octopuses, octopods? Anyways, if there's 3 of them on the same boat, they fight. The boat sinks and they all score. The monkey is crafty, and he befriends the heaviest animal on board, and they will drive the second heaviest animal to the next boat. If the monkey's on board with just 1 other passenger, or if the other animals have the same weight, nothing happens. The lion, just like me in a Mexican bakery, is always hungry, and it'll devour the next heaviest animal after itself, and you will discard the card. The elephant only reacts if a mouse is also on board. Otherwise, it just adds weight and points. Other animals like the sloth, giraffe, bear, elk, and zebra have no abilities. They're just here to cruise and collect points. After all the special actions have been taken, we move on to step 3, check the weight. For each remaining boat, you will add up all the weights on the animal cards. If the total is equal or under the boat's limit, boom, it sails. All animals are scored based on their value. If the total is over the limit, the boat sinks and all animals are discarded. Well, except for the clever little fox, if it jumps off in time. After resolving all boats, you'll discard all animals and boats, but keep the cards you scored. Then you'll place a set of new boats. The players keep their remaining cards, and the starting player rotates to the left. And you'll repeat this for the rest of the rounds. The game ends after the 4th and final round. Anchors down and no takebacks. Score every animal card you sent off sailing and add 2 points per Cupid card, because love's worth something, even in a boat game. And and the player with the most points wins the voyage. If there's a tie, check to see who had the most Cupid cards. Still sailing side by side? Well, whoever had the most animals that made it to shore wins. Still tied? Then hoist the friendship flag and share the victory. You're both masters of animal matchmaking and strategic boat loading. And that's how you play All Aboard. I'm Salomé Martinez, and I want to thank you for making animals fall in love while sinking ships with me at the table. And I hope you get to sail some ships and spark some animal drama with others at your table. Until our next Friday How to Play, remember to learn, play games, and always have fun. Adios.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.